I can't believe, honestly, that we're nearing the end of September. Anyway, let's get to this tag. Alright, so I'm going to put the original video linked in the bio, but this is the end of year tag. I'm doing it in September because there are only 3 months left of this year, so the end of the year is swiftly approaching. And these are just a couple of prompts that are not quite autumn themed, but kind of end of the year focused. So I'm going to go through these. There's 6 total, and I'm going to try to answer as honestly as possible. Number 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? I have quite a few books on my currently reading on Goodreads. I'm reading stuff for school with the students, and I can't finish that until we finish the unit. I started Catcher in the Rye for independent reading, so I'm going to have to finish that by December. But embarrassingly, I still have And I Darken by Kirsten White on my currently reading, even though I haven't picked it up in a year. The completionist in me needs to finish it. But I don't wanna. So that that might end up being a really embarrassing thing for me to DNF at this point. But I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I just need to read it. Do you have an autumnal book to transition to the end of the year? I actually have 2 options. I have October, which I know little to nothing about, but the cover and the vibes are there. And a little bit more of like appropriately spooky season, I have Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones. Number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yeah, but if I tried to break down what I'm waiting for that comes out this year versus the beginning of next year, I will somehow get it wrong, and I just don't have the time to look that up. But I know that I'll be getting A Study in Drowning probably by the time you see this video via Owlcrate and Barnes & Noble. And I'm also getting a memoir by Sir Patrick Stewart that I think I'm actually going to end up giving my husband. And then the sequel to This Vicious Grace is coming out, but I can't remember if that's one that they've changed to coming out next year. Also, that one about the golem, that's name is escaping me. That's so embarrassing. I said something really good about it in my mid-year review. That one's coming out. I've read it, but I'm very excited to have it in my hands. So that's the answer to that, I guess. What are 3 books you want to read by the end of the year? I don't really have 3 specific in mind. This is on there because it's embarrassing I haven't read that, and the 3rd one comes out next year, so I need to get on it. I also want to read the sequel to Axiom at the End, Truth of the Divine. It's somewhere on my shelves. I'm not going to go get it for you. And because I know the sequel, again, comes out later. And then this is all of my buzzword picks for the next few months. I've got about 2 per month. And I would like to get them done because that would knock out a decent chunk of my TBR to get those read. I've even kept aside the buzzword from last year too, and have been slowly kind of ticking away at those. But yeah, I want to finish all that. Is there a book that you think could still shock you and be a fave? It wouldn't be shocking if I loved this. I have loved pretty much everything I've picked up by Stephen Graham Jones. And I don't think there's really anything left that I have to read that I don't already know about. I know I like Night, which I'm reading in class. We're reading The Old Man and the Sea with the juniors, and it's pretty good, but I don't think it'll be a fave. I'm liking Catcher in the Rye so far, so maybe that'll end up shocking me. But yeah, I don't know if I can really commit to saying that something's going to be my fave yet. The last question is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? And the answer to this is yes and no. Yes, in the fact that I do have something planned. No, and that like I don't let myself be guided by a lot of stuff. Like obviously I'm gonna do Buzzword. Obviously I'm gonna do literally Dead Book Club, even though I can never pronounce it right on the first try. And then I have like a secret thing I'm doing, but I can't talk about it right now. So yeah, and also no. I'm more or less a mood reader. I have those couple of book clubs, and then I read whatever feels appropriate at the time. I need to read more arcs, or request less arcs, read more of the ones I've requested, and I really need to stick with this whole reading stuff on my shelves thing is my major reading plan for next year. I'm probably going to put that in my reading goals for 2024, is to keep up this trend I have where I'm listening to audiobooks or I'm checking ebooks out from the library, but I have a physical copy, so it's not like I'm just getting new books and not reading this stuff on my shelves, because it's getting chaotic in here. So, not that I don't enjoy having a library, but it is getting chaotic in here. Alright, I'm going to put all the questions in the bio as well if you feel like you want to do this video or kind of like test yourself and see if you can kind of come up with a TBR based on this. And yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a weird time of year. Like, I feel like I have deceptive amount of, like, downtime. So that's why I filmed this. You may not see me again for 3 more months. We don't know. Anyway, bye.